Born as Gwyn Samuel Newton Ford on May 1, 1916, in Quebec City, Canada, Glenn Ford did not come from privilege or early fame. His early life was modest, shaped by discipline rather than luxury. Later, his family relocated to California, where his father found work as a railroad executive. Unlike many Hollywood stars whose careers were carefully engineered from a young age, Ford's rise was slow, deliberate, and grounded in hard work rather than flash. Ford discovered his interest in acting while still in school. Instead of immediate stardom, he joined a local theater group, quietly developing his skills far from public attention. Long before cameras followed him, Ford was learning patience, restraint, and technique on small stages. His entry into film came in the late 1930s, when he signed with Columbia Pictures, a studio then known for economical productions rather than prestige projects. It was there that Ford absorbed the fundamentals of screen acting, controlled movement, emotional discipline, and the power of saying more by doing less. These traits became central to his style. Just as his career began to show promise, World War II interrupted everything. Ford served honorably in the United States Navy, taking part in active combat operations in the Pacific. The experience left a permanent imprint on him. It reshaped his worldview and added a weight and seriousness to his later performances that audiences instinctively felt. After the war, Ford returned to Hollywood with renewed purpose. The late 1940s and 1950s marked his ascent to stardom. He became a major box office attraction without relying on the polished charm of a traditional matinee idol. His breakthrough arrived with Gilda, 1946, starring opposite Rita Hayworth. Ford's restrained, brooding intensity stood in stark contrast to Hayworth's fiery sensuality. The result was electric. The film became a classic, and Ford proved he could convey deep emotional conflict with minimal dialogue, an ability few actors truly mastered. Throughout the 1950s, Ford showed remarkable versatility. In film noir, he excelled at portraying men torn between desire and duty. His performance in The Big Heat, 1953, remains one of the genre's most controlled and devastating portrayals. As Detective Dave Banyan, Ford embodied moral fury held just below the surface. Surrounded by corruption and violence, his character never lost his ethical center. At the same time, Ford redefined the Western hero. Instead of playing invincible gunslingers, he portrayed men burdened by guilt, age, or past mistakes. His work in 3:10 to Yuma, 1957, stands among the finest performances in Western history. As outlaw Ben Wade, Ford was charming, dangerous, and profoundly human. Wade was not a simple villain, but a man capable of reflection and unexpected honor, challenging the genre's traditional moral clarity. Ford also thrived in romantic films and comedies. In The Courtship of Eddie's Father, 1963, he revealed warmth and vulnerability as a widowed father navigating love and parenthood with sincerity. His ability to move effortlessly between drama, action, romance, and humor made him one of Hollywood's most adaptable leading men. As cinema evolved during the 1960s and 1970s, Ford shifted gracefully into character-driven roles. Though his box office dominance softened, his performances deepened. He continued working steadily in film and television, earning praise for roles that emphasized experience and emotional complexity rather than physical dominance. One of his most memorable late-career appearances came in Superman, 1978, where he played Jonathan Kent, the moral foundation of Clark Kent's upbringing. Despite limited screen time, Ford's portrayal left a lasting impression, embodying wisdom, integrity, and quiet strength. Ford received many honors, including a Golden Globe Award for Pocket Full of Miracles, 1961. Yet his greatest legacy was not awards, but the enduring relevance of his work. Fellow actors and directors admired him as a master of realism, an artist who trusted silence as much as speech and never overplayed a moment. Behind the scenes, Ford's personal life was far more complicated. His marriages, much like his screen characters, were emotionally layered. Though publicly known as a disciplined professional and one of Hollywood's most reliable leading men, privately he struggled to balance fame, ambition, and emotional fulfillment. His first and most significant marriage was to Eleanor Powell, one of the brightest stars of Hollywood's golden age. Powell was celebrated as one of the greatest tap dancers in film history, known for her athletic precision and commanding presence in MGM musicals. When they married in 1943, both were at pivotal points in their careers. Their union produced one child, Peter Ford, born in 1945. Peter later entered the entertainment industry as an actor and singer. Fatherhood mattered deeply to Glenn Ford, even though his demanding career often kept him away. Friends and biographers noted his pride in Peter's achievements. However, long shooting schedules, constant travel, and professional pressures gradually eroded the marriage. By 1959, after 16 years, Ford and Powell divorced. Ford went on to marry 3 more times. In 1966, he wed actress Katherine Hayes, known for her television work. The marriage lasted 3 years, ending in 1969. In 1977, he married Cynthia Hayward. That relationship lasted 7 years, ending in 1984, strained by health issues and the realities of aging in Hollywood. His final marriage, Tazeen Basmajian in 1993, ended in 1994, lasting just over a year. Among all the actors Ford encountered, one man stirred his deepest resentment, Tom Selleck. According to later accounts, Ford's dislike was not rooted in jealousy or cruelty, but in a clash of values. Selleck's rapid rise to fame through Magnum P.I. symbolized, to Ford, a Hollywood that prized charm and image over hard-earned depth. Ford believed actors were forged through failure, discipline, and invisibility before recognition arrived. He walked in already smiling for the camera, Ford allegedly remarked. What troubled him most was how easily audiences accepted Selleck as a serious actor. Ford believed true depth came from inner conflict, not surface confidence. To him, Selleck represented a new era, heroes without scars. Yet Ford admitted Selleck was professional. He shows up. He does the job, he conceded. Still, Ford felt something essential was missing. Acting, to him, was confession. And he believed Selleck revealed too little. Ultimately, Ford's resentment was not hatred, it was grief. He was witnessing the end of his era. It wasn't him I hated, Ford admitted. It was what came after us. By 1991, at age 75, Glenn Ford retired, not from loss of relevance, but declining health. Heart and circulatory problems made acting increasingly dangerous. In retirement, he suffered a series of minor strokes that gradually weakened him, though his mind often remained sharp. He lived quietly in his final years, choosing dignity over spectacle. Glenn Ford died peacefully at his Beverly Hills home on August 30, 2006, at age 90. His passing closed the chapter on a career that spanned more than half a century, one defined by restraint, authenticity, and emotional truth.